So welcome to vlog 3 of the vlog down, and today it's the second day of the City Nature Challenge. So I'm going to be on my exercise walk and let's see what I can find. So when doing the City Nature Challenge, it's just as important to record the plants as it is to record the birds. So here we have some garlic mustard, the white plant, as well as the lesser celandine, which is the sort of leftover yellow flowers down here. And these are just as important to record as the birds around you. So now we're going to head down into the main part of the valley and let's see what we can find. I'm hoping for something interesting on the bird front, but you never know, perhaps the best find will be a plant. So I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a chiff-chaff singing from this bush just up here. It's right at the top of the bush. We've also got a song thrush repeating its phrases. And there was a blackcap singing a minute ago, but he seems to have gone quiet. But as I was saying before, it's just as important to record these plants down beside me, including all the bushes and trees here. And the easiest way to do that is to take a photo and then upload them to the app when you get home. I'll tell you a bit more about how you upload all your sightings in a bit, but let's go and see what we can find first. So this here, the white flower on the right, is a sea of wild garlic. Quite a typical woodland species that you find flowering at this time of year. It's also really quite good to pick and eat. Although I've never tried it myself, I know that a lot of people have done. So if you ever want to, or if you're looking for something to eat, wild garlic is your best friend. I don't know which part of it you're supposed to eat, but I guess Wikipedia might help with that one. So here we have some greater stitchwort, the white flower. This sort of bluey red flower is red campion. It's worth noting that you don't actually have to know what you're looking at to take part. You can just upload a photo to the app and other people can identify it for you. I'll explain more about that later, but let's get back to finding stuff. So it's also worth pointing out that you can also put the trees in the app, such as these ash trees here behind me. So I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a whitethroat there flying. So that's a whitethroat and it's doing its song flight. Oh, another whitethroat's just come and joined it. That's quite interesting. Perhaps a female because of what it's doing. Don't know if you can see that, but it's flying around just over the top of it. That's pretty cool. That's a new species for the day. So now I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but in this stream there are stickleback. So that's a really common species of fish that you can find in most of the streams around London at this time of year. There's one down there. In fact, there's quite a few in this stream, but it is really hard to see, so apologies for the grainy footage. So the woodland here is absolutely full to the brim of cow parsley, which is the white flower either side of the path. There's tons of it. So I'm now in a bit of quite offbeat track, and this area is full of greater stitchwort, and also, which is the white flower, and also the blue flower down there that you can see is some actual British bluebells. There aren't many of those left in this area. Most of this area is full of Spanish bluebells. See my last video for a bit more about that, but it's pretty stunning. So whilst I was stopping and looking at the bluebells and the stitchwort, I found a wood mouse. So now we've reached Darlan's Lake, which is quite empty, but we have a moorhen. We also have 3 mallards over at the back there. We have some chiff-chaffs. I don't know if you can hear, but the rookery over on the left-hand side of the lake, well, actually they've gone quiet now, but was really noisy first as soon as I got here. There's also a coot right at the back over there. Don't know if you can see him. You might be able to now. It's in focus. Right at the back. And apart from that, let's keep going. Another whitethroat. Just try not to disturb it because it's really, really close to me. It's also important to make sure that you get down on your hands and knees and have a look at logs like this that are full of mosses and lichens, because there can also be some critters lurking in there that can be recorded for the nature competition. A good example will be these ants that are working along the log, but that's all I can seem to find on this one. but you guys might be luckier than I am. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lapwing in this field. In fact, there's actually 3, but this one's the only one that's close to me right now. So now probably the most important part of the video. How do you take part in the City Nature Challenge? So I don't know how to screen record on an Android phone, so if anybody knows, let me know for a future video. But effectively all you have to do is download the Inaturalist app and just start submitting your sightings. It's quite as simple as that. You don't have to have a photo to submit your sightings, you can submit them without a photo. A photo does help, and especially if you don't know what it is, because the app is, well, it's pretty awesome, I have to admit. I've only been using it for the last couple of days since somebody recommended it to me. I have to admit, it works a treat. So if you're interested in taking part, you live in a city, even if you don't live in a city, your sightings are still just as important. Download the Inaturalist app now. So that's all from me today on my exercise walk, and I will be carrying on with the City Nature Challenge over the next few days. It runs until the 27th of April, which, if today is Saturday, which I think it is, it runs until Monday. So that's time for you to go out into your garden, look from your balcony, look from your window of your house, or even just have a look on your exercise walk. See you guys on Wednesday, and stay safe.